Making Grant back to the plate. 37 home runs and counting. Tied with Laura Espinoza, a record that has stood for 31 years. And Megan Grant, a swing for the softball reaches. 38 home runs, the most Division I softball has ever seen in a single season.
What a statement to make that not only do you break the record, but you do it against one of the best pitchers in the country.
There was no doubt about that one. One of the greatest hitters the sport has ever seen.
Our big stat presented by Gatorade is about as versatile as you're going to see for a big stat. Megan Grant continued her dominance, now up to 40 home runs on the season, continuing to extend her NCAA record for a single season. Named one of 3 finalists for the USA Softball Collegiate Player of the Year award. And, by the way, won the college basketball national championship with the UCLA women's basketball team. Let's go ahead and get to our big interview where the chef awaits us. Megan Grant in the house right now, and everything that you've been accomplishing so far this season. There's very few things, Megan, in sports that rival the feeling that everyone else gets when they watch a home run getting hit. I've sacked quarterbacks, I've dunked basketballs, I've never hit a home run before. What is coursing through your veins when you connect on the sweet spot, you know you got one?
I mean, it's just constant practice, and, you know, I live for that feeling every time. You know, I'm just trying to chase cues at this part of, you know, my career. I think, you know, experience teaches you that, but, you know, I'm just trying to chase a consistent feel and just compete as much as I can.
Now, of course, your team had big expectations coming into the season, as did you. And for you individually, with everything that you're continuing to accomplish, it does make me curious about what your expectations were coming into the year, because you're doing things that literally no one ever has before in softball. Is this what you expected, or is this even beyond what your dreams were coming into this season?
Honestly, it was beyond what I expected. I think coming into my last year, I just wanted to have as best of a senior year that I could. Mentally, spiritually, physically, you know, I think everything has just come to fruition, all the work I put in, and honestly, it couldn't have been done without my teammates. So just making sure I'm enjoying the ride with them as much as I can this year.
I know you're, of course, huge basketball fan, played the sport like I referenced a moment ago. I've gotten recently to talk to both your UCLA coaches, Corey Close, Kelly Inui-Perez, and it does stand out to me that not only did you go ahead and go out on a limb essentially and join the UCLA women's basketball team, but then on the heels of that, you have this historic season. Did competing in basketball during the hoop season, has that been a part of what's enhanced your success you're having in softball?
Yeah, I would say it's a huge credit to basketball. It was my first love, so I think it really freed me up and, you know, allowed me to go out on the field or the court and just have fun with what I'm doing, enjoying every moment that I can. And, you know, it's just such a freeing place when you can play from a childlike spirit.
Now, we saw some reports during the Big Ten softball tournament about your warm-up bag and the various things that you have in there. I mean, some of it made perfect sense, but then some of it was a bit unique as far as, you know, what I saw and what I expected. What are some of the various things that you have in the warm-up bag that you bring out to the diamond with you?
I have a tape measure. It's just I'm very calculated with kind of everything I do when it comes to softball. I'm not sure about what's going on outside the field. I'm more type B, but when it comes to softball, I'm very meticulous. So little things like that, just counting the steps within front toss. Sometimes people think that's crazy, but I do have a tape measure in my bag for that reason. So I also have an eye patch, but, you know, some secrets you can't tell.
Yeah, the eye patch, I don't know how effective that is. I mean, whatever it is working for you, there's no doubt. And I know you're, you know, a big Stephen Curry fan and growing up in the Bay Area. We've known him as Chef for a long time, but now it's really become a part of your moniker as well. Are you aware of the various people who are in the stands, like wearing the chef hats, holding the chef signs? How much do you end up enjoying that at Easton?
Oh, it's so surreal. I think last week someone dressed up as a literal chef, had the spatulas on and everything. Oh my gosh, everything was suited up. I was like, wow. And it was really cool. One of the tournaments, there was a bunch of chef hats all around. It's just really surreal to be able to say that, that's a product of me. And shout out our SID Vinny. He hooked me up and got that, blew up that chef nickname. So shout out to him.
It's definitely working for you. There's no doubt about that. And the way that you're synonymous with the home run at this point for everyone viewing, and you've continued to be able to thrive even in the midst of all the additional cameras and scrutiny and folks watching every plate appearance. It strikes me that you go through what I find to be kind of a captivating pre-at-bat routine where you seem to get yourself centered. Where did that begin, and what all is kind of going through your mind in those moments?
I think it began my sophomore year. It just felt very natural out of my instincts. I think, especially within my at-bat, I just try to regulate myself and my body as much as possible. So breathing is huge. And I think when it's like a famous remarks, but I tip my cap and my helmet, and it's just a huge breath. And for me, it's a really great reset for me to just be where my feet are and be as present in the moment as I can.
Your lineup as a whole is extremely potent, as you know well. How would you describe the overall confidence that your squad, that your lineup goes into each individual game with?
Yeah, I think our confidence just comes from our preparation. Shout out to our coaching staff. They make practice really, really hard so that sometimes the game can be a lot easier. And with that, we just take our energy that we create, from each other and bounce off of each other. It's really contagious. So that's what makes this year especially so fun, is because it's not just me that's hitting, it is everyone within the lineup, and everyone is dangerous, so. Yeah.
And of course, Jordan Woolery, as dangerous as it gets. She ended up winning Big Ten Player of the Year, and it feels like the two of you are both up for so many, not only Big Ten awards, but national awards at this point. In what ways do you and Jordan sort of play off of each other? How do your games end up enhancing what the other's able to do?
Me and Jordan, we're very similar, but we're also very different. But I think that's what makes us so special as a dynamic duo. We have on one end, I'm more horizontal with my swing, and with her, she's more vertical. So sometimes that's hard for staffs to kind of work their way around. And, just being able to play alongside her these 4 years, we've always been, the 1-2 punch. And I just haven't been more grateful for Jordan than I am of this year, just to see her growth. And, just so proud of her with everything she's done this year.
And not only the two of you in that entire offense, but Taylor Tinsley. She's had to carry a huge load throughout this season and has handled that as well as I think anyone could hope for. Do you end up feeling sort of an enhanced kind of responsibility to make sure that the offense is supporting Taylor as much as you can, knowing what she's sort of have to shoulder in the circle?
Yeah, absolutely. I think as an offense, we know we want to do everything we can for Tins just to have her back, because we know that she's sacrificing a lot for us and she has ours every single day. So every time we go out there, we do it for her. And it's not necessarily pressure, but it's kind of just what we do. We know as an offense, we're going to attack together, and that brings us our confidence. And everything we do, it'll be for her.
And with that in mind, you have the opportunity to stay at Easton Stadium. You'll be at home. You'll be hosting UCF. What's going to be important for you, for your offensive teammates, for the Bruins as a whole, to make sure you're able to advance to another College Softball World Series?
Yeah, just never taking the opponent lightly. Everyone's going to bring their A game, especially during this time, regionals and supers. So just making sure that we play our game and are within ourselves. Preparation is key, especially for me. So making sure that we're going to compete every single time we're in the box, on the field, wherever we are, and that we're competing together.
Do you still find yourself fueled by the way that things ended last season, where you're in the midst of the World Series? And of course, you want to get back, but do you still look back towards last season for that motivation to push through this year?
Yeah, I think especially in the fall, we take time to just recognize what's happened from the past, and we move forward from it. I love fueling the fire, so a lot of things I remember and I take into account. But yeah, I think this year specifically, I'm just gonna focus on enjoying the moment as much as I can with this team, because I've just been truly blessed to play with them. So that's the main focus.
It was really fun just watching. We mentioned you winning the national championship with UCLA basketball, and your role within that team not as statistically significant as what you're doing in softball right now, but as they returned from the national championship, it was really cool watching Corey Close give you that opportunity to still cut the net after they had already cut down the net, and then when they returned home, you were waiting for them. What was that moment like?
That video is hilarious. It looks like I almost poked her in the eye. Sorry. It was just a surreal moment. I've just been with those girls all throughout the first part of the season, and just to see how hard they've worked, you can see that they've truly earned that. And to be with them in that last half, and they're supporting me during my softball season all throughout, it's just a really special moment. I mean, I love those girls, and they deserve every single moment of that.
Is there a little bit that you take away from having that national championship run there that you feel like your teammates in softball can now have a similar trajectory of having a core in place that's built towards maybe winning it all?
Absolutely. I think with UCLA as a program all around between all sports, it's always fuel to, back an NCAA championship off of one another. I think beach volleyball just won for us too. So we really just, pile each other on with that type of energy. And, I've learned so much from basketball that I can take into softball, just that spirit and knowing the energy shifts within. So I'm just really excited to be able to showcase that.
All right, Chef, you keep them cooking out there. We cannot wait to continue watching what you're going to do, hopefully on another run to another College World Series. Thanks a lot, Megan.
Thank you so much.